Inspiration, engagement. These are the keys to having your students coming back week after week. And that's what we're talking about in this video. My name's Lorraine Rushton, and I'm the founder of Zenergy Yoga. And these are the key questions that I get asked in lots of the teacher training courses that I run. How do I keep my class focused for the whole hour? How do I eliminate classroom management issues? What do I do if the class looks bored or not interested? These are all really common questions that people ask me at the Zenergy teacher training courses, and yes, knowing how to structure your classes and manage behaviour is definitely important, but how you teach and the skills you use to be engaging and inspiring are just as important. And the how you teach will determine whether the 3-year-olds or the 13-year-olds or the 17-year-olds are fully engaged and participating or not. How you teach tree pose to a little 4-year-old is going to be so different to how you teach it to an 8-year-old or a 17-year-old. Many of us think, well, if we're teaching younger kids, then we just go really fast and teach lots of stories and games. And then for the older ones, the tweens and the teens, we go slow. This is not how it works. For the little ones, you're just going to have hyper classes. And for the older ones, it's going to get really boring. Both a recipe for disaster. So in order to be engaging, it's how you say it. It's the wording you use, your body language, your tone, your pitch, your pace, your volume, your excitement, your unpredictability. Zenergy graduates learn the skills to have the class fully engaged and hanging on their every word for the entire class. We practice this in detail so you're confident to teach whatever age group is pulling at you and know that you'll have their full attention. The teens especially, they need more engagement than adults' classes. What are the attention spans of teens? Something like 2 to 3 minutes. So what are you going to do every 3 minutes to regain their attention? If you talk in your adult yoga teacher voice that's the same pitch, the same tone, the same volume, you'll end up sounding monotonous, and for teens that's boring. So learning the skills to be dynamic and engaging is going to make the difference between a noisy, chaotic class and a fun, focused class where you hold everyone's attention. So here are my top tips for engaging your classes. Number 1 would be start big. Get their attention right from the beginning of the class. Now it's going to include how you use your body language, your voice, your words. Build a really strong presence so you have control and command right from the start and all the way through to the finish. Number 2 tip, have variety. Variety of activities throughout the class. Have variety in your delivery as well to maintain your focus and your engagement. Number 3 tip, you lead the class rather than them lead the class or one student leading the class. Even when you set up your fun activities, partner work, group games, you maintain control the whole way. Tip number 4, manage those minds. Keep their attention and the focus of the tweens and the teens, even when maybe they're holding poses, or inspirational, motivating language for the tweens or the teens. Use your voice, your body language, your tone, your pitch, your pace. Change it up when they're looking bored. And tip number 5, manage the room. Walk around the room when you're teaching so you can keep your presence in the room, command them, and keep that beautiful connection with them. And maybe use smooth transitions through the poses from one pose to another. The more you become dynamic and engaging and an inspirational teacher, the more enjoyable the class will be. The more you'll hold their attention, and the less issues are going to happen in your classes, and we all want that. And the more your business is going to build, because they'll love it and they'll want to come back week after week. Thanks so much for being here. I really hope to see you at one of our live trainings so you can become the best children's yoga teacher you can be.